What do you want to see happen to fix it?
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon, but I want to get my joy back.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
Jimmy Butler is getting traded. We are 1 month away from the NBA trade deadline, and NBA rumors about Jimmy are getting hot. This photo posted by Basketball Forever gives us a good idea on the stars that could be moved. And in this photo, you see Jimmy Butler's name 4 times. A 45% chance going to the Suns, a 35% chance going to the Warriors, a 9% chance going to the Dallas Mavericks, a 7% chance going to the Rockets. Jimmy Butler is the biggest rumored star on the market this year, and the Heat have been very clear he's available. It's finally time for Tyler Herro to become the team's best player and the team's #1 option. We've seen Tyler Herro take a huge spike this season, which makes sense why the Heat are choosing him over Jimmy Butler. And with Jimmy Butler at the tail end of his career, he needs to land on a squad where he can win his first championship. We're gonna start off looking at the Phoenix Suns. How can they land Jimmy? This is one trade scenario. Jimmy Butler goes to the Phoenix Suns. The Miami Heat get Bradley Beal, a 2031 first round pick, a 2031 second round pick, and a 2026 and 2031 Nuggets second round pick, which the Suns own. The Heat would have to departure Alec Burks going to the 76ers to make this deal work as well. This is basically everything Phoenix can trade for Butler. Burks must be included so Miami doesn't add salary in this trade and trigger a hard cap at the first apron. The Suns probably would rather not add substantially to their tax bill to take back Burks, who could help Philadelphia with veteran guards Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry in and out of the 76ers rotation. Just as the photo suggested, the Suns are the highest likely chance on getting Jimmy because Kevin Durant and Booker wants to play with him. We also know that Bradley Beal has interest in playing for the Miami Heat. He has expressed interest of that in the past as well. And that's why Jimmy is being linked to the Suns today. But soon, I hear there's another deal that the Suns can offer the Heat to land Jimmy. This is it right here. It would be Jimmy Butler and Josh Richardson in exchange for Bradley Beal. I actually believe the Suns will like this deal better. Important note, this trade also works with Alec Burks or Thomas Bryant in place of Richardson, but that leaves the Heat with less space under the second apron to fill out the roster post-trade. But Easy Buckets fans, to making a Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal trade work, there is one important catch. Now, it's important to note that Bradley Beal has a no-trade clause. Yes, he was reportedly interested in playing in Miami in the past, but that was with Jimmy Butler, not in place of him. Maybe Beal will be fine with heading back east, but his no-trade clause complicates things quite a bit. He can scuttle any deal if it doesn't work for him. Basically, Beal has control here, not the teams. So it's all up to Bradley Beal here, and when we really think about it, would Bradley Beal even fit with Tyler Herro? If the Heat are making Tyler Herro the star, is it wise to make this move? This Jimmy Butler trade is more complicated than we thought. But there's another thing about this Jimmy Butler trade scenario that gets more interesting for us fans to understand. Insider gives new update on Jimmy Butler trade rumors. Huge shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring the channel. Easy Buckets fans, SeatGeek is the best ticket app on the market where you can buy cheap tickets to going to any event. Every single NBA game is available for purchase on SeatGeek for a good price. So be sure when you're buying tickets or want to take someone to a game, get your tickets on SeatGeek because they're cheap. SeatGeek is also awesome because they have tickets to any kind of event, concerts, music events, any other sports games as well. So be sure to get your cheap tickets on SeatGeek today. SeatGeek is also giving Easy Buckets fans a discount promo code. Use my promo code EasyBuckets on SeatGeek and you will get an extra $20 off your purchase. Remember, the tickets are already cheap, but with this code, they just got even cheaper. One last thing, the Suns or any team acquiring Butler could extend Butler after this deal. He'd have to decline his player option for next season, and he'd be limited in years and dollars. Neither of those seem like major stumbling blocks, as longer deals will see Butler bumping up against the over 38 rule, and he's already on a near max salary as it is. So it doesn't matter if Butler gets traded or not, or whichever team he gets traded to, Butler is in a good position. He does have a player option this upcoming summer, so with that he has a few options, but the team trading for him must be willing to know that Butler could stay on his own or they could re-sign him. Going back to the photo, Jimmy Butler has a 35% chance on being traded to the Warriors. This is a high percentage as well. Stephen Curry and the Warriors have expressed that they want another star to play with Steph. They want to go all in with Stephen Curry on the roster. And Jimmy Butler is being linked heavily right now. This is the major trade for the Warriors to land Jimmy, Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kevon Looney, Lindy Waters III, their 2025 first round pick, and their 2027 first round pick. I really like this trade for Jimmy Butler joining the Warriors because the Warriors are keeping Jonathan Kuminga. What makes this trade especially attractive for the Warriors is that it doesn't require them to part ways with their young core of Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. Instead, they're leveraging 2 future first round picks, a move that aligns with their win now mentality while keeping some of their development pieces intact. If you watch Jimmy Butler's playing style, he's not a score-first player. He's an all-around player. He likes to, of course, score if he needs to, but also pass when he needs to. And I believe with Stephen Curry being the main scorer on the Warriors, Butler would assist him and make the team better on an all-around effort. But if the Warriors do get desperate too and have to include Jonathan Kuminga, maybe Moses Moody, or even Brandon Podziemski, I say still do it because Stephen Curry and Butler are both at the tail ends of their career. Bring them together and let's see what they can do. This photo says Butler can land with the Dallas Mavericks on a 9% chance, joining Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. How exciting would that be? Luka Doncic this year has been phenomenal, of course. They went to the NBA Finals last year, and they're keeping up that pace, doing whatever they can to get back to the same spot. Luka has been doing Luka Doncic things. Kyrie Irving has had a pretty good season as well as a top performer for the team, and of course the team loves him. Kyrie Irving is happy in Dallas, and we can see Jimmy Butler happy in Dallas as well, just like Kyrie is. The biggest thing for Dallas in a Jimmy Butler trade though is making sure they don't give up Derek Lively or Daniel Gafford. They don't lose their size. If they can do that, it's a great win for Dallas. This will be the deal with Dallas. Jimmy Butler and Josh Richardson in exchange for PJ Washington, Maxi Kleber, Najee Marshall, Quentin Grimes, and their 2025 first round pick. This would be the ideal deal for Dallas. I wouldn't be surprised though if Miami does ask for either Gafford, Derek Lively, maybe even Hardy. Whatever they ask for, Dallas has to stay put because technically they don't have to make a trade for Jimmy. They're a great roster all around, but if they want to go full throttle, this would be the best ideal scenario. The Houston Rockets has been a huge surprise this year. They're amazing and they're going to make the playoffs. Alperen Sengun has been incredible. He's a rising star in the league and reminds me of a mini Nikola Jokic. Fred VanVleet has been leading the team as their point guard, and of course ever since signing him, the Rockets have slowly gotten better. And I believe the Rockets can keep getting better because they're keeping an eye out on Jimmy as well. This is the deal to land Jimmy Butler, Dillon Brooks, Steven Adams, 2 first-round picks, 2027 and 2029. Experts are saying there's a low chance of this happening because the Rockets do not want to give up Jabari Smith Jr. or Jalen Green, but the Heat want at least one of them back. If the Rockets can't give them up, the Heat will probably move on to a higher percentage trade destination. But of course, imagine the Rockets having Jimmy, Sengun, and Fred. They'd be pretty good. But if I was the Houston Rockets, I would just stay put. Keep running the ball through Alperen Sengun and Fred, and let's see how far they can go in their first big playoff run.